Hey, it's Spectre here. I'm here with Null and Mara.
Hey.
Hey.
We're here to talk about the Millennium Items from Yugioh.
Yes.
And basically how we could use them in real life. Or like which one would be the best one to use in real life. And then maybe we can talk about which one would be the best ones in other scenarios. But for right now, I'm going to start off by talking about how each of them work, just as a refresher. I'm going to start off with the Millennium Puzzle. That's the one everyone knows. It's basically a luck boost, you know, like how Yugi always draws the right card. Well, that's basically what it would do for you in real life, where if you're in a desperate situation, you're going to get lucky.
Well, you know what? I have bad luck. So I think that would neutralize it. I think I'll have neutral luck finally.
So on to the Millennium Eye is the one that Pegasus used. It just reads other people's minds, pretty much all it does. Then there's the Millennium Ring, the one that Bakura has. It points you to the thing you desire. One of the spokes lead you to whatever, or point you in that direction.
I think that would work better than a GPS.
Yeah, actually.
Then you got the Millennium Rod. That's the one Merrick used to mind control everyone that he'd had. It basically works like you're controlling characters in a video game is what it looks like. You don't have to be there or anything. And there didn't really seem to be a limit to the amount of people that he could control. But I think he has to have some kind of contact with them to control it, because he did have to kidnap Joey to get to mind control him.
I mean, maybe initially, but some of these people, he was really far away.
No, yeah, I'm saying initially. And then the Millennium Key or Ankh or whatever it's called in the manga. That one is used by Shadi. Shadi technically uses two, but this is the main one we see him with, and it basically lets him enter someone's mind, kind of comb through their memories and their personality. And he said that he can even rewrite someone's personality, but it comes with a risk of, like, if that person's really intelligent or something, you know, has a lot of willpower, you know, he might actually die in their mind dimension, kind of like with Yugi. And then there's the Millennium Scale, which he also uses, and it's used to judge whether someone's good or evil, and basically kills them automatically if they're evil. And then I think last is the Millennium Necklace, which Ishizu uses, and it seems like she can only really see glimpses of the future. Like, I don't think she can choose everything she sees. She can't see everything that happens in the future, or else, I don't know, maybe she can, but to me it just seems like she can see parts of the future. And with that, I think that's all of the Millennium Items. So your thoughts?
First and foremost, I don't want the eye. Because that just sounds like the key, but I can do less with it.
Yeah.
Well, the key doesn't let you mind read. It lets you see into people's memories and stuff.
I feel like the key reminds me of that Stan from JoJo. What's that guy? Like, he opens people up like a book and rewrites them.
Oh, that's Rohan. Like, it's like
Oh,
Rohan.
yeah. It kind of is like that. Heaven's Door. Yeah. Well, the thing with the eye, though, is you don't have to touch the person. You don't need to have contact. Whereas the key, I see him actually have to, like, go up to someone's forehead, do, like, an unlocking motion.
Isn't he able to use the key for something else? Like, he literally, like, opens doors out of nowhere and teleports sometimes.
I just think that's because Shawty's a ghost or something.
Okay.
Spiritual.
Because if it did that, I would want that Millennium Item. That'd be the most useful.
As far as I know, it doesn't do that. Although there is one thing I need to go over, and that's that all of the items have the ability to start shadow games and to summon monsters. But we're not really going to talk about those, because I feel like
that's what I would use it for.
Yeah. You could really, like, just straight up take over the world with any of them. So let's just not talk about that part of, you know, the
literally summoning demons. Yeah.
You know what? The pendant.
The necklace?
The necklace to see the future.
Yeah.
That's pretty useful. I mean, even if I can't control what I see, just being able to see certain things is pretty helpful. Now, Bakura's Millennium Item, I'm not going to lie to you, that's kind of worthless to me. Now, I'll tell you why that's worthless to me. It's because, yes, it'll take me to what I desire the most, but there's obviously obstacles to certain things that I desire.
Well, what if you're like, okay, I want the winning lottery numbers, and then you put a bunch of numbers in front of you, and then it points to them?
I've seen him do something like that.
Is that possible?
I don't think that's how it would work.
Well, yeah, I guess he's never used it like that, because then he could just be like, okay, which one's a mirror force, and then it would just point to it.
That's cheating. That's cheating. I mean, all of them are cheating, but
which hat did Yugi hide his dark magician under?
So I really don't want that one.
Yeah, the ring does seem a little underpowered, unless it works how I said it works.
If that's the case, then great. You know, maybe I will take that. You know, win me the lottery.
I mean, you could treasure hunt with it, like, lead me to $1 billion.
Well, I mean, then you would need to specify that it's not like someone else's $1 billion. Like, search for lost Spanish gold that was sunk.
The scale, I really don't need that.
Yeah, unless you're trying to kill people, but...
Yeah.
You...
No, the rod... It makes me a bad person. But
now let's be real. Are we talking morally justified or?
I didn't know. Like, I didn't think I'd have to use this morally.
No, you don't.
Yeah, the rod is great. Sign me up for that.
But remember, you have to have contact with the person that you're mind controlling.
What do you mean I have to touch them?
Well, it's implied because remember how I said Merrick kidnapped Joey? So like, you can't just be like, all right, I want to control the president, you'd have to actually go up to him.
Oh, sweet. Like, yo, Mr. President, high five.
Will Secret Service let you get that close?
Yeah, right?
I'll high five Secret Service, mind control them to get to the president,
so
and then high five the president.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's a bad honestly, I'm with you on that.
I think the rod is pretty useful. Listen, like I said, maybe the puzzle is for me, so I can neutralize my bad luck. Neutral luck. I'm not gonna have good luck, but a luck boost is fine in certain occasions. Actually, like, speaking of, like, the winning lotto numbers, maybe that would help you even more than the stupid ring.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather have the puzzle. Can I transform with it?
No, we're assuming that
Yami Null
and Yami Bakura are not Yami. Yeah, they're not part of it.
You're saying there's not a pharaoh stuck inside?
No, there's not.
Like the key, I don't have any use for that. I don't want to look in your mind. I don't care about that.
But arguably, cool. You can. One of the main attractions of the key, I think, is that you can rearrange someone's mind. So what if you rearrange to be like, man, I think Null is my bestest friend.
Ooh, I think Null's the best YouTuber. That's cool, but...
Can you use it on yourself? Can you, like, give better abilities to yourself that way then?
Charisma.
Make yourself, more charismatic.
I don't think... Well, maybe you could try to give it to someone else.
Oh, and then
they do it on you.
They can do it on you.
I mean, hopefully you don't get, like, trapped in their mind, because I've seen, like, some moments where that happens, and... I don't want that.
Well, I don't think everyone's as complex as Yami Yugi. Yeah.
The mental fortitude of him.
What item are you leaning towards, Mar?
I mean, I know he just shat on it earlier, but I actually do like the ring. I lose things all the time, and that would be immensely helpful.
That is one way to use it.
I don't lose my keys. You could use it to find the Millennium key.
Yeah, well, I suppose there's two ways to look at this. There's the way of like, oh, I'm the only one with a Millennium item on Earth. And then there's the way of like, oh, I have this one, and then 6 other people have the other ones.
Yeah, but isn't it bad to have more than one? Aren't you, like, not supposed to? Aren't there, like, grave consequences to trying to collect them all?
Well, Bakura's like, bro, I want all.
I want all of them.
Yeah, but didn't Shadi say that something bad would happen?
I mean, well, in the show, it's implied that the item has to choose you, but we're obviously...
Are we assuming that the item is choosing us?
Yeah, we're assuming that it's, we're not just gonna die as soon as we pick it up and...
Oh, thank God.
I just think I can beat someone with the rod too, if need, like,
it has a dagger actually.
Oh yeah. Perfect.
Give me your money.
You know what? The eye. I kind of agree that I don't need the eye, but the eye can be pretty useful, more useful than I'd argue the scale or the ring. But man, is it gonna be a bad time? You just walking down the street and people are looking at you like, ugh.
Golden eye.
Look at
this guy with
look at this ugly ass dude. Like,
this guy chose that process.
I think you're gonna get depression in like 2 days after using it.
Well, I mean,
I'll be
you
like
could just opt for Pegasus's haircut.
Yeah,
just show your barber a picture of Pegasus just like this.
Just be emo for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you've seen those haircuts. Those are the people that would want the eye.
Yeah, I don't think I'd actually want to hear what everyone thinks of me at all times of the day. So I'm not
that would
choosing
give me
the
some
eye.
self-conscious issues, man. Now, like, is Pegasus's eye, can it do anything else?
I mean, other than I think what all of the items can do, I think that's really the only thing.
Just reads minds.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it could get you ahead in life for sure. Like, you could probably do some shady stuff with that. Go to poker.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
bet on poker and
you can do some shady stuff with that.
Yeah.
Of course, I'd just use the rod, touch
yeah.
the dealer, and have him make sure I win somehow.
Yeah, I mean, the rod seems pretty up there.
Rod sounds OP.
I think the
weapon.
key is also a contender because while the rod lets you mind control them, you have to actually be controlling them yourself. So you kind of have to be like multitasking. Like, okay, you are doing this, and then you're doing that. Whereas the key, if you rewrite someone's personality, they're just kind of like that's them. That, you know, they're not actually faking it. Like that's actually them.
I see. Well, I'm choosing the rod, and I'm holding someone up with a dagger. Money and my personal butler. After I take them over, that's my goal.
Amara.
I'm sticking with the ring. It seems the most moral to use.
Oh, well, I'm sticking with the key. I guess you're the most moral person here then.
Yeah, congrats.
I win.
What if though there were 6 other people that were trying to get their hands on your item?
Well, then I think I'd still stay with the ring because what I most desire is to be away from them.
Gonna take them to a secret place. I will stab them. Pull up my dagger. Hey, oi.
I think in that case, I think I choose the puzzle because at that, you're getting like this luck boost. And so, like, you're probably likely to come out on top no matter what happens. Like, it gives you plot armor. That's literally what it is.
I can't bring the rod to London with me.
You can't bring it to
You got a
Disney.
license for that?
I don't think you could bring it on an airplane.
Oh well, no, I sure couldn't. There's gonna be
Mind
a lot of
control
questions like,
all of
touch all of them.
Oh,
like, no, you gotta let me
TSA,
on the
and
plane.
they're like, oh yeah, this checks out.
This is normal.